Hello, welcome to My Story with CareCredit, where real CareCredit cardholders share their stories of life-changing healthcare. CareCredit's a leading national healthcare credit card that can enable you to get many of the procedures and treatments you want or need now and pay over time with promotional financing on purchases of $200 or more. CareCredit is accepted at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide to pay for care for you, your family, and your pets. I'm your host, Amy Freena, and today we meet Mayra. Mayra was living with hip pain, but when she discovered CareCredit, she was able to get the lower back alignment she needed.
Hi, my name is Mayra. I have been a CareCredit credit card holder for 7 years, and this is my story. I worked in a school and it involved standing for long hours, and I had a hip problem also that got in the way of certain activities. I got a free massage through this chiropractor, and they told me I need to correct this problem. My hip was like over here, and this is like me standing up straight. You don't have to be a chiropractor to know there's something wrong with my hip. They introduced me to the CareCredit credit card program, and once I got approved, immediately they were able to help me correct these problems with my hip. CareCredit did open up a lot of opportunities for me where I was able to do more activities that I couldn't do before, such as yoga or fitness classes. I wouldn't have done them if I hadn't gone through CareCredit first. Thank you, CareCredit, for allowing me to live my life to the fullest.
Hi, Mayra, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. So, when did you first hear about the CareCredit credit card?
It was from a chiropractor I had just met.
Okay. So, where does your CareCredit story begin then? Somewhere at the chiropractor.
Yes, it begins. So, I remember I had gone to a health fair at the community park. And at the time, I had a fall. I'm not sure how it happened.
Okay.
But my hip was very dislocated. And I just remember just being in a lot of pain. And then I went to this health fair, and then they had this free massage promotion.
And you said, I need that.
Yes, I need a massage. I need to, help heal the situation.
Right.
And they took me in, and then they told me, like, what's going on with your hip? And I said, like, well, I've just been in a lot of pain, and sometimes I can't even get out of bed. It's
oh my
really
gosh.
bad. I know. And just like, I would just suffer through it, and I just would wear really long like shirts and just try to hide it.
Yeah.
And they told me, like, no, you need to address the situation.
Wow.
And I said, well, I have like a part-time job. I'm not sure if I can afford this, thing that you guys have, like their pricing or whatever. But
so was it, sorry to interrupt, was it a chiropractic that offered like a chiropractic massage?
Well, yeah, they had it was like a holistic. They did.
Gotcha.
They had massage and chiropractors, and they had
okay.
Different services. So I told them, like, they asked me, well, if you want to, we can do x-rays, but we'll swap the free massage.
Okay.
And then they gave me a full consultation, and I was just really scared that how would if I didn't take care of the situation now,
right, how
would I do it? And so she introduced me to the CareCredit credit card. And at the time, it just looked like the perfect opportunity, because I thought, like, I can save my money every month to try to pay for this this hip situation, or I can take care of the situation right now.
Right, all in one.
And if I can just take care of it right now, and I can just focus on the things that I want to work on, instead of waking up every morning and just being in pain all the time. And I just thought, like, I told her, I don't know if I'll qualify for this credit card. I don't have a lot of credit. And at first I told her, I don't know. And she said, let's check.
Okay.
And so CareCredit offered me this great opportunity. And the office itself, they helped, because I didn't know what to do. So they helped me apply. They helped me apply, and it was very easy. Okay. And so basically, after I got out there, they started the first session right away.
Wow.
And in the first session, I got it was actually my first chiropractic adjustment.
Ever? Okay.
Ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was it?
It really helped. That immediately I felt really. And at that moment, I just knew I had made the right decision, because if I had waited, it would just be another week of pain. And you know, if I showed you the before and after pictures, like you would not, you know, believe.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, I just thought if I don't take care of this, I'm going to be like shifted and be in so much pain.
Wow.
But because of CareCredit, I was able to handle it right away.
So walk me back to that moment. So you're there, you're obviously in pain. Physically, your body's not in a good place. And so they're like, oh, you actually have X, Y, and Z, we can help you. So once you got approved,
Yes.
how relieved were you?
Once I got approved, I was like very grateful that there was something that can help me, like the CareCredit credit card that was able to assist me at that moment. It was like the perfect,
Wonderful.
it was at the perfect place at the perfect time.
Awesome. How's your hip now?
It's great. I've done so much. Like from that moment, that was 2014.
Okay.
I've come a long way, and I still continue. I do, at this point, I just do it for management, but I do like physical therapy now, and I do regular working out. And I don't have that pain that I had at the time that I thought was never going away.
Wow.
You know, I didn't know how anyone could help me.
Right.
And
you were nervous.
Yeah. And at the time, it was like the fact that they were available. I tell my friends all the time, like CareCredit really provided that help I needed at the time. And so CareCredit credit card. So
that's wonderful.
Yeah, I was very relieved.
Well, we're relieved for you.
Yes. And since then, I used it also for like LASIK and other. Yeah, I used it for many other.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and because it works. It was very like the programs are very easy and convenient for me.
Okay.
And so I was able to work it in my schedule, and it just for my LASIK, for example, I just remember I want to get it done, and I went to the doctor. I was like, I have the CareCredit, and they said, yes, so I could do it at any moment. So that was very useful and helpful.
Awesome. Awesome. So you said you've told your friends about it, and probably family members as well. You love it.
Yes, I do. I do.
If you could write a review on your whole entire experience with the CareCredit credit card, what would you say?
That it's very easy, and I think it's very important for people to not see that as a barrier.
Right.
Right? When there's, you know, some people that can help, you know.
Right. Well, your story is definitely an inspiration to many, I'm sure. So thank you so much for sharing it. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on My Story with CareCredit. If you're interested in applying for the CareCredit credit card or want to find a provider in your area who accepts CareCredit, visit us at carecredit.com.